Some shenanigans, Tom Kench top, right? But they're not gonna.
There's Fiora.
They're gonna put Nuguri onto his Fiora. Fiora versus Aatrox is even more Fiora in the shape pickup.
Speaking of pickups, Damwon should be freely able to get this Infernal Drake.
They're against Sona and Tom Kench. Now they might actually have to fight for it. It's down to about 1,500, but it seems like Damwon Gaming don't want it.
Yep, they're having to trade all the turret plates on the top side of the map, and when Fiora is happening at 15.5 minutes in your games of League of Legends, everyone at home is Cube. Speaking of which, is going to be having a bit of a rough time. Not going to find too much value with the old riposte, but that's because that
how fast the lock-ins came in and the conspicuous Aatrox availability is we got him right where we want him. Yeah. Situation right now for Damwon. However,
that's a big flash in. They want the Tom Kench. They are going to be able to get the slowdown, but the cleanse is going to be their Beryl, creating some distance, and Nuclear just keeping him alive for so long. Noguri, he smells blood. Canyon is here as well. Peanut. A good kick is going to come in there as Noguri is slowed down, and the Arctic Assault is not going to land onto life. He's going to be the first one to go down, and Damwon have 5 underneath the turret. That is going to be that. Noguri gets out of turret range. They take down another one, and Gen G are watching everything fall apart.
Gen G, and it's really beautiful to see.
A little bit upsetting that Gen G haven't changed their playstyle, but it is still
very
very
game. But here it's just kind of happening. Cube pops the ult as a note button. He's leaving. That's a Sivir ult for him. And, well, the turret goes down, and the rich get rich. All right, we're sending everyone top.
Is 3 going to be enough? World Ender already popped as Noguri moves, and Cube decides he wants to get the heck out of there. Grand Challenge is down, and he flashes after Cube. Not going to be able to get too much more. There's the riposte for the last hit, but he can't get onto the healing, and Peanut's going to kick him even further away. That's the shutdown, and that is worth it. Going 1 for 1, that is worth it when it's Noguri's Fiora.
You're only sure he was going to die when that death confirmation came up. There may have been different ways to 1v3 there. That's how strong the Fiora is. Now, Damwon Gaming can't do a lot in the meantime. It's on the top side of the map, so no Baron to turn onto. Trying to siege a bit, and Camille's on the inner turret involved.
Yep, thankfully Ezreal, I don't think a defensive choice is going to be coming in here as a teleport. Speaking of which, is going to come down from Showmaker. That is going to get 5 members towards the bottom side as Noguri has the Grand Challenge. Infernal Chains aren't going to work. Redemption is going to be in there as he's going to have to use the riposte relatively soon. Tom Kench comes down. That's going to defend Noguri, but he's taken so much free damage as Damwon move back over to this Mountain Drake, and Gen G have the man advantage as they move on in.
Predictably, Nuguri pushing up alone. That's the way he plays. They're engaging with 4.
Yeah, they're going to dive on forward. The Hextech Ultimatum comes down into the backline, and Ruler is still alive, landing so much damage here. First, it's going to be Showmaker falling. Riposte comes in, but Ruler, he's out of that pit. Peanut as well isn't in there any longer as Kuzan is going to go Golden True Shot Barrage. Lands onto Beryl, and Gen G, can they actually do it? Cube grabs one, is going to get taken down in the end, and now Noguri may have bitten off more than he can chew. He has. It's the Frozen Thralls. They're doing so much damage. And Nuclear, can you get out of the way? I don't think so, as Ruler's just waiting for an Eye Canyon. As Nuclear is still threatening with that crescendo. Canyon just waiting for his ways in. There are so many wards. Showmaker going to get the first stun here as life. He's going to get healed up. Kuzan as well diving into this fight. Canyon getting kicked out, but Noguri's at full health. You have to pay attention to that because he's so scary. Great safeguard to get Peanut out of the way, and it is going to be Cube, the sacrificial lamb. The fight was looking okay for Gen G to begin with, but Damwon are going to assert their dominance in the end.
But it's a deathfall comp, not like one we've seen before, Atlas, because no one can...
He's just happy to wander around the mouth of this pit, making sure that everyone is absolutely...
Never been the way. It's always been 80 carries with a smattering of juggernauts and some melee carries. Melee carries use your dirty word of Master Yi outside of solo queue. Whereas in this case, they've actually put together a comp where the melee carries are very, very relevant.
Yeah.
Such a free farm lane for Nuguri. He hasn't bought that Sphere of Shojin yet, and it's a lot of BF sword items for Nuguri.
Oh, you can see Peanut was desperate to try and find that Sonic Wave onto Nuclear, but couldn't actually get it there. Man, I struggle to say his name so much. I don't know why. Is it? I don't think it's my Australian accent, because you have one as well.
Which one?
Nuclear. His name.
That's true. I mean,
I often say nuclear because
that's a very Aussie thing.
I think it might be. I'm just terrible at it. So if it triggers you guys
have come from Lichbane autos onto the turret, then a lot of wave clear, but we said Gen G needed to find a Baron. They're dealing with one. To their credit, haven't lost the base yet, but it feels inevitable.
Yep, that's a Grand Challenge on Kuzan. He leaves He says, I don't want this challenge. That is not the challenge that I signed up for, and they break 2 turrets at once. Life almost has his life broken as well, as he's going to have to flash to get himself out of the way. It's decent damage from Ruler, but honestly, the damage has been done on Damwon's side. They break the base all 3 spots. They've also got 2 inhibitors down. 20 seconds on this Baron. If Damwon can keep pushing here, if they can get any picks. Kuzan diving into the backline. He's the one that's looking to try and get work done. He goes golden. He tries to proto belt out, but he's just dead. Damwon playing it slowly but surely, and they grab the Lee Sin like he was an afterthought. It's all too easy. Triple kill so far for Showmaker. Make it a quadra kill. Can he get the penta ruler? And a pentakill in day 1 of LCK Summer. Welcome, Damwon Gaming.
Living up to his name, pentakill on the first Camille. Has played pro games of Fiora before, but never were you impressed by his mechanics, much more the dogged split push playstyle. Cuvée is a split pusher.
Yeah,
at heart.
He could have. Barrel's going to make his way up though, and this means that Peanut's actually looking to try and control this dragon.
We really want to get in on this one.
Yep, Peanut should be able to get this smite down, as you can see. Oh, so many skill shots landing there as Peanut's trying to create distance. Not able to get himself over as Ruler is basically out of this fight. The dragon is going to reset for the moment, but Abscond is going to work out here for Kuzan. Life. He's going to stand on the Crystal Spire as well, so Peanut's going to be able to pull out this dragon. And it will be Gen G grabbing the first objective on the map and evening out the gold. Is he going to land? Canyon's just looking for a way to utilize his Hail of Blades and now finds his way in. Cuvée, not exactly a huge help by the flash forward. And that is going to be the reset this time.
See something happen aggressively soon. Speak of the devil.
He's going to wander on over and find Canyon here. He's actually thinking of diving in onto Kuzan. He's going to get snared up. That's a great knock up there as Stench United comes down onto Canyon as well. Life diving on forward, Cannon Barrage there, so Genji playing the defensive game well. They're going to get 1 kill. Kuzan now looking for more, but it's not too bad either as Kuzan going to get that abscond over the top.
It's something that you get way more value than Shen does when you steal away that ultimate. Does it better there? Valkyrie's fed again.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
Mostly about Tremor Sense and maybe finishing off 1 member and inevitably dying. So it's not going to be huge.
Speaking of Tremor Sense, that is Kuzan getting stunned up. The Mimic Chain is not going to land. Still, Kuzan is going to die. The flash comes out of Showmaker because he was scared.
That was relieved from the ult for QSS earlier. Someone still leashing this Drake. What are we going to see here? Nuggery.
Yep, 3 have been tagged there by Ruler's ultimate. It is going to be the Rek'Sai taking down the dragon, but they do lose the Shen for it. The Impale comes down, and Nogari has to try and take someone down if he wants to keep himself alive at the World Ender, but he was looking for a flash out instead of a... Feeling more and more confident underneath this turret as he gets dove on once again. Nuclear in trouble here as Life and Ruler are looking for it. They do find Beryl. Ultimate's going to come down. On the hunt is there, but Peanut should be able to get it. Good stun comes in, doesn't even need to hit this wall if he wants to, so Genji not going to be able to chase down the LeBlanc as Nogari underneath this turret is looking for Cuvée. Good flash. R button, so he will need to get one despite the fact that Sivir does have those options. Cuvé's dead underneath this turret most likely. The teleport is going to come in. Nogari's still looking for it. The flash is going to come forward. Now he's able to get that revive and the Bloodwell is going to be utilized. 30% of the health bar actually looks absolutely gigantic here as Kuzan does have the World Ender of his own. Can they do it? They do manage to get one, and Kuzan wasn't even dying then. Had access to the World Ender anyway. The answer is good from Genji.
Struggle is real to actually get the kill, but they eventually trade up again in terms of kill. Time wasn't of the essence because Damwon Gaming couldn't make them pay.
Well, now Genji hanging around towards this Baron Pit area. And Cannon Barrage is going to come in. They're starting yet another fight. It feels like Genji have found some Ergs, Papa Smithy. They have found some proactive plays around this map. They keep this minion wave alive. Peanut tanked that one up. And the outer turret finally does fall in trade for the outer on the bottom.
And they actually make the 3 pay with Nogari. The dream from Gen G is to blow Nogari's teleport and then try to play the map. Here's the Sivir ult.
Yep, Spot Hunt comes in. Peanut actually flashing forward for that Impale. Cannon Barrage comes down. Good knock up onto Kuzan, who gets into the backline. It's the Aatrox that's already dead, though, as Beryl is going to follow suit. Cuvée turning up late, but better late than never, buddy. They are going to be able to win this fight. It's the Shen that goes down. Showmaker now slowed. Canyon, of course, has a lot of different ways to get into this Baron pit as well. This is certainly going to be a 50-50. Huge Mimic distortion into the backline as well as Nuclear. Doing so much damage. That's the Void Rush coming out. Ruler is going to be taken down, traded for the jungler, but the Baron is... Yeah, that is going to be objective trade going in favor of Damwon. So once again, we're in there.
So sadly, not playing to not having a QSS. Something you have to do. Part of 5,500 gold.
Yeah.
More than that even. Worth of QSS. There's a lot going on
6.5, something
That's
like
right.
that. It's another Cannon Barrage. Gets the flash out of Nuclear. On the hunt is now available for Kuzan. The chase is most certainly on. It's gone. He's going to come forward. There's a true shot barrage as Ruler gets it done. Now Canyon taken down for the double kill, and Genji say, yep, you reckon you can stop this one with a couple of picks, including your jungler.
The Sivir ult there was so big they could chase. There's no way out for Nuclear. Now they're on Baron a second time. Surely they can't lose this one.
Well, Noguri is alive this time. The Baron is getting taken down very low. We don't have any of these blue trinkets. Kuzan outplays Showmaker as he props his way forward, and the Baron, gigantic AP-based Stand United shield is really huge. It's in goes Showmaker, diving over the wall. He lands some chains to the Cannon Barrage. Once again in a great position. Noguri now 1 versus 4. It's not what you want. The Sterix is going to keep him alive as he flashes over the wall. But now Showmaker is out of position. Kuzan dives forward and Cuvade just shoots him in the head. No more Showmaker. Genji are able to take down this inner turret, and with a Baron buff, they should be able to break open the base.
No more 4-1 comp. We're just team fighting, and with all these ultimates with the Baron buff, nothing Damwon Gaming can do.
Nope. They may even push even further here on the side of Genji.
Go for the win.
Yeah, can they actually get any more? Beryl diving on in. Good get there as Canyon is going to return to this battle, but without Showmaker there, it's so difficult. They take down the first Nexus turret. Damwon have to make a move. No World Ender for Noguri. There are a lot of cooldowns that just aren't available. Beryl gets a bit of his health bar back, but that's just going to be taken down so quickly, and Canyon is dead as an afterthought. Kuzan finishes that off, and now the Nexus is going to go. They might get a few kills just for the fun of it as Beryl's going to fall. Cuvade grabs yet another one. Noguri on the fountain is not where this man wants to be, and Genji even up. Vladimir's being looked at. Showmaker and Noguri have both played this champion, and the Aatrox has had a lot of popularity over what Peanut has. As Peanut can't quite find the Winter's Wrath.
Kind of a bizarre lead given the laning matchups, but it is what's happened.
Yeah. I just feel like Canyon just farms the jungle so much more quickly, especially once his Runic Echoes does come in. It's very close. It's on the top side of the map. That's where things are getting scary. While there have been some gasps as Noguri's health is coming back very quickly. Canyon takes that one down, but that's a great snare. The Lissandra putting in some fantastic work from Kuzan's side, but Canyon, he's able to get the flash out, waits on the flash as well, does Kuzan, and that is going to be Canyon being taken down, but it is the jungle is traded, and now Kuzan is in trouble. Ring of Frost, great position to get to, but I have a feeling he's not out of the woods yet, and that is going to be the empowered auto over the wall. Here on the bottom side of the map, though, teleport to come in here from Showmaker as they're looking for Ruler. Lands the knock-up, Featherstorm. He's going to be there, gets the flash. Utilizing his shields that he has available for him. Decides not to even do that, as Canyon's going to be able to grab that very easily. And in fact, I feel like Ocean Drake.
I feel like both teams are about 46% close to the victory here.
Yep. Well, Noguri isn't. He's 100% close to dead. Positivity, though, and I was tasked with that. I don't know whether I've succeeded in doing it anything but facetiously. That's what happens when these things happen, is light binding into all of the big buttons, and that is support and jungle. And that is going to mean that the Mountain Drake is going to go pretty comfortably over to Damwon unless Peanut wants to sacrifice himself for an attempted Smite Steal. Doesn't this to Phase Rush or the Predator or any of these extra movement speed, but now with the Spellbinder completed to these rosters, is Noguri's in trouble. Juve is just smacking him down. He's going to be able to grab that turret very easy. That's a toughie. Well, Kuzan not going to be able to seal it with the Q, and the Mountain Drake the second one.
Turrets have gone down, so
yeah.
Even though you'd think she'd be piling it on, Ash's dead.
Yeah, Beryl's dead. C-Man, not on the beach, but there was certainly sipping mojitos by the pool.
We're sipping Baron real fast.
Yeah, this Purple Worm is going down very quickly, but Damwon are going to move away from it as Cuvade teleports in. Managing to bait that one out as Kuzan moves on for the flank as well, as Damwon are looking to try and get some sort of wraparound, looking for the positional advantage, don't find it, and back away, and in fact now Genji are able to take down the entire outer ring of turrets and get towards this Baron, understanding that their main damage dealer has all of their escape tools no longer available as Beryl. This is what happens when you don't hit that aftershock. Does eventually find it, but doesn't actually get any value whatsoever.
Who smites? Remember, Nogari's already switched over.
Yeah, he's got that one. Life is now over the wall. Peanut wants to find his
YOLO!
opportune moment to get in. He gets in there. The 50-50 is won by Damwon. It's now Kuzan into the backside. Cube has his ultimate, but that's not where the damage is. It's the autos, and Genji wipe.
And the exhaust was used extraordinarily early on hit cannon.
Plus smites here. Now Nogari does get to run down with the Baron, and finally Atlas. Took 27 minutes, he got Cube's turret.
And he also...
Now
not
Beryl,
letting them get any time with any of these turrets.
Beryl wants to do his budget Zoe impression here, try and siege it down. And remember, they had no turrets a minute ago. That is 3 out of turrets down, so some important standing, some initial starts, but it's not going to be a game winner for Damwon game.
Juve, ultimate is going to miss there under Nogari. He does have the pull as the Hemo Plague is already down, but is he just going to die? No, he's not. The autos are there, and Cube keeps himself very frightening.
Deep Ward is onto the red buff area, not scouted.
Baron just spawned, and Damwon is straight back on it. There is no smite on Nogari this time around. Canyon has his, but Cube is looking to just take things down. It's a 50-50 once again, and it's stolen by Xayah! What the heck? Genji, they have the Baron, and they might just win the fight here as well, as Beryl is in trouble, but never mind. Nogari's trying to turn this one around. Ruler still alive, doesn't get any snares though, and now Showmaker is chasing after him. That knock-up, not going to find the target. Can he get the next one? The answer's no. Double knock-up. Ruler, can he do it? 2 versus 3. Nogari goes into the Sanguine pool, and they are running away from the bottom lane of Genji. Meanwhile, yeah, Cube is just going to try and take down this Nexus. Nuclear is dead, and Cube says, guys, is it okay if I win? Is that alright? He's going to flash over, and Nogari's going to end that party. But still, Genji are trying to fight. It is going to be the final spark landing, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. Ruler turns around, kills him. The pesky support doing some silly things, and now you know who the real carry is.
Nexus, while you're hitting the enemy champions, just end the game.
And see the top wave as well. Yep. It's gigantic. It's starting to stack up. It's going to push back, reset in the mid lane as well, but the fight has started. Nuclear, he's in a whole lot of trouble. He's actually losing a fight against the Super Creep as the explosive cast does about nothing. Hemo Blade goes down, but is that going to be the best? Sanguine Pool comes out just in time for Nogari, but it's Ruler. He's able to get so much work done. Oh my god, this Xayah, triple kills there. Beryl's gonna go down. It's the Quadra, and it's the game. Genji on the board, picking up their first game of summer.
And summer is showing us new things, Atlas. Katie Rolster